All right, guys, we're just going to get a few people joining on. Phone is down here. You're actually next to the alcohol ready for the Christmas party. So stay tuned. We'll get the audience built and we will get the party started soon for Tender Talk. So stay tuned. So, as usual, guys, actually, let me see if I can lean this up against a few of these bottles here as we get things moving. So, as usual, guys, I'm going to get this all shared up over on my page here right now. So, if you are already on, thank you. I appreciate it. Please let me know where you're from, what you're doing as usual. Let's build the audience. And let's get the party started. Last week before Christmas, hope everyone's excited about the Christmas holidays. I'd love to know if you guys are having time off, so let me know. Let's try and build this bit of audience and we'll get into tonight's episode of Tender Talk. So, just want to keep it nice and simple, easy talking for the final few weeks. Final few weeks before Christmas. Hope everyone's excited. All right, guys, we'll get started very soon. Cover the topics. Very hot day today, actually, and it is quite hot. I'm back in the alfresco again today, and it is already quite hot. I can already feel myself sweating. So if you're already watching, thank you. If you're online, please comment, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd really love to you to join in the conversation with me. We're starting to build some really good conversations. So, guys, feel free to comment, feel free to share, let me know where you're watching from, join in the conversation with me and let's have some fun in building this community. What did you all do today to stay out of the heat? Did you have to work? Maybe some of you are already finished up work for the year. Let me know what everyone is up to while we start building our audience, and then we can actually get into the fun of the show. All right, so tonight's topic I want to cover is talking about the frames. So a little bit of a recap over the past couple of weeks, what we've talked about. So we've covered quite a few topics actually. I'm just going to actually go back here to my playlist so I can actually let you know what we've actually talked about. Because I forget to. Last week was the bin night. How could I forget bin night? Who's here that was online last week when we talked about bin night? Please comment below, guys. Let me know where you're from, what you're doing. Say hello. I want to know where you're all from. Let me know. Say hello. Who was here last week? We talked about bin night. So last week we were talking about bin night and who hates bin night. Because tonight is bin night for me. There's a really, really, really good chat we had about bin night and just ways you could actually help design your home in considering bin night. So if you haven't watched that or you missed out on last week, head back over to YouTube if you want. You can you can leave a comment below and I'll share that video with you. But definitely head back over to my page and it definitely is on there. There was a really good chat we had about the bin night. A week before that we talked about long service levy and why is that in your tender? Why does it affect you? And why do you have to pay it? So that was another good topic we talked about as well too. So that was just a couple of previous tender talks that we talked on. So guys, I know there's a few of you watching. Please comment in the comments below. Let me know where you're from. I'd love to know which tender talk you've joined me on before. If you have joined me, great. If it's your first time here, introduce yourself. My name is Daniel Simone and what we like to do here is talk about all things home building and tendering. So we talk about any comments. If you have anything you want me to discuss, please leave them in the comments below as well too, and I'll do my best to help you chat about them tonight or even in upcoming tender talks. All right, guys, so tonight's topic is frames. So I put out my post today, letting everyone know that tonight would be 8 o'clock tonight, live tender talk, and asking the community on things they'd want to talk about. And someone wanted to talk about carpentry, so that's what we're going to do tonight. Excuse me. We're going to talk about your frames. Now, this may or may not be something that you consider when sorting out your tenders for your new homes, but what type of frames are you getting? Size. More in particular here, I want to talk about size. So I want to talk about whether it's going to be a 90mm or a 70mm frame. Now you wonder why this can affect you. Now there's a lot of different topics that what this can actually do. So if you are watching and you have built your home before, you're going through that, love to know in the comments below, can you let me know what frame size you have? Do you have 90mm? Do you have 70mm? You may have 90mm on the external, you may have 70mm internal, or you may have 70mm all the way around your home. So please comment below. I'd love to know what type of frames you have, or if you even requested it. Maybe your house was prefabricated, which means it was made in the factory, brought to site and put up. Or maybe you've done a little bit more of an old school conventional way where they actually made the frames on site. Actually, that's the way I learnt back when I did my trade, because I was a carpenter first, and I actually learned making the frames on site. So that was quite an enjoyable experience growing up through my apprenticeship. So back to the benefits of 70 versus 90. Now, obviously 90mm is a lot thicker, so you are going to gain a lot more strength. Now, places where I'd recommend for 90mm frames, a couple of things is you got long hallways. So long hallways, the problem with long hallways is any bows in the frame, you're going to see kicks in the corners. This is the last thing you want, is kicks in the corners. Now, 90mm frames is going to help strengthen this up, because 70mm are a lot weaker. So yes, the carpenters should be trying to make it straight, but the fact of the matter is that sometimes the timber is just not good, and there's only so much you can do. So 90mm will really help. All right, guys, I see we are building a bit of an audience here. So all you new guys joining me, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate your time in watching me. Please comment below where you're from, your name, what you're watching from. I'd love for you to say hello. We are talking about frame thickness tonight, 70mm and 90mm frame thickness. So if you do know what size you are, comment below. I'd love to know. So we just talked about some advantages of 90mm, long hallways. So another advantage of, another plus why I'd recommend 90mm would be for your cavity sliding door units. Now, I highly recommend using 90mm frames where your cavity sliding door units go. Christian, what up, brother? How are you, mate? Hope you're doing well today. I really like, having a 90mm cavity sliding door just allows that extra 20mm room for the actual cavity sliding door itself to actually run. So, sometimes I have seen people before where they change from 70mm frames and just put a 90mm frame where the cavity sliding door actually does go. So this is another good place to have 90mm frames. Getting quite warm here. So, things about the 70mm frames, what you might be able to do, you may be able to save a little bit of space. So you can use 70mm, let's say if you're having a single story. So if you've got if you're really stuck for space and you've got a lot of walls and a lot of rooms, add in say 20mm every room, you may pick up 100mm, over the whole internal size of a house. I mean, 100mm for those of you who don't know what that is, that could potentially be your phone. So whatever phone you're holding right now, that's around about 100mm from top to bottom. You could pick up over a whole thing. So, guys, I see a few people still joining us. Thanks for joining me. All you newcomers in there, please feel free to say hello. Just a bit of a recap. We are talking about 90mm and 70mm frame sizes on your home. So if you have done your home before, you are in the process of building, let me know what yours is. Do you have 70mm? Do you have 90mm? Maybe you have a combination of both. You might have 90mm downstairs, you might have 90mm upstairs on the external, and sometimes they put 70mm internal frames. I'd prefer, all the way having 90mm all the way through. Some people do maybe, cut a little bit of cost. It's really not that effective in the cost. So something that I would probably recommend not to even bother, and take 90mm the whole way through. Just a quick little recap for all those new guys coming. 90mm versus 70mm. The key advantage of 90mm is the strength. Now, really long hallways, if you do have quite a big home, and a lot of the homes these days have quite long runs, so they have long hallways, they have long open spaces with long kitchens, long alfrescos. These are the places where you're going to want the 90mm, so you're not really strong, so you don't have any bows and curves in the walls. It's going to be picked up later on. All right, guys. Actually, got the alcohol in the back there, ready for Christmas, ready to rock. So I appreciate everyone joining me tonight for another episode of Tender Talk Live. Now, if you know anyone who's interested in this topic, frame thickness, or they're a little bit confused and I don't know much, I'd love a share. So if you've got the share button there, please hit share. So, you know, the more people we can gain in this community, the better it is for them and everybody else, because I feel like we're starting to build a good community here of people wanting to help other people, and maybe you can also share your experiences as well too. If you have any further questions on this topic or any other topic, please leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. All right, guys, so this is my last tender talk for the year. That's right, for the year. We'll be back. You know what, I might do a little sneaky ones here or there, but this is the officially last tender talk. So I really want to wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas and a safe holidays. I appreciate everybody who's joined me on all my tender talks. Appreciate for everyone who watched all my site visits and even all my Simone Holmes videos. I do put a lot of content out there. I hope it helped you. I'd really love to know if you have any stories of how I've helped you or any single way that I'd love to know. Please feel free to hit me up, leave me a message, Facebook message, or leave a comment. Please like and share. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. Have a happy and safe holidays, and we'll be back next year bigger and better. All right, guys, bye for now.